Hi. Well, tomorrow is a day that has a special significance in Oxford. It's Alice's Day. I did a video about it last year, 2024. And if you look back at that, you'll find, I think the thumbnail is actually, you'll find pictures of a giant 12-foot puppet Alice striding down Broad Street. Sadly, she won't be here tomorrow. The museum have decided to go over to a timetable where she only appears once every other year. And this year she's in Amsterdam, together with the puppet Jabberwocky. But there will be some other characters which I'm going to search out. But I thought today I would just explain the Story Museum and the background to it. So I'm going to go outside now and look at the building. I'm in Pembroke Street, and that opposite is Christ Church, and on the corner on the right is G&D's, one of Oxford's 3 G&D ice cream cafes. This is the one for St Aldate's. And I'm told that tomorrow they will be serving Alice ice cream, so I must look out for that. And this is the Story Museum in a building which the owners acquired in 2014. And they've done it up very nicely in a lovely bright style. The Story Museum. And if I back into one of Pembroke's entrances, I can get a slightly better field of view. A lot of people say green and purple don't go together, but they do in fact go together very nicely. I've got a lovely bright green velvet jacket, which is the same colour as that green, and a pair of purple trousers that I was wearing yesterday, and they go together superbly. Some people just don't understand colour, but the Story Museum obviously do. That's a very satisfying sort of pea green. It's almost the same colour as one of the brands of Colgate toothpaste. And I think this might have been an Oddfellows Hall. I'm not sure exactly what the Oddfellows were, some sort of trade guild possibly, but I have a feeling, and this is not definite, that they always had lamps with this message: speak, friend, and enter. Speak, friend, and enter. And it's an appropriate message for a story museum. So that's the outside of the Story Museum. Now, this is the rather stunning courtyard. And again, it's so rare to see colour in Oxford. This blue works really nicely when the days are as bright as this. And this summer they have been almost all the way through from March, which is wonderful.
Maybe Wednesday. Let's pencil in Wednesday afternoon. Okay?
And I'm going to video the Story Museum's gift shop and the range of books and figures from books that it has. But there's quite a lot more to the Story Museum than just the gift shop. A lot of private spaces for reading and teaching and so on. And I think one of them tomorrow is going to be used for some sort of live Alice game. I'm not sure exactly what, but I think players act as counters or maybe as chess pieces even, and work their way round a board. It sounds fun. The gift shop is through there, and I'm going to go in and look at the display in a minute. But I'll just say something about the history of the Story Museum. And this will surprise people, but apparently Oxford has a very low literacy rate, unexpectedly low for such a supposedly educated city. I didn't know that until about half an hour ago when one of the people in the gift shop told me. But apparently it must be something about the local teaching. Oxford is always said to be an educated city because of the universities and the academics and students, but that doesn't really reach the schools, except perhaps when some of the students decide to do a bit of summer vacation teaching. So literacy rates in Oxford are not stunningly high. And the Story Museum, or the precursor to it, was set up in 2004. And I'm not sure exactly what it did. It acquired this building in 2014, as I said, and then it finally did what it wanted with the building, turned it into a museum in 2020, not a very convenient time given the pandemic. And this is what we have now in 2025. And one of the things that the Story Museum organises is Alice's Day, which we'll see tomorrow. So that is the Story Museum. And I guess if you're a parent, or for that matter, not a parent, and you like reading or you like encouraging other people to read, the most obvious part of the museum to use is the gift shop, which you will see in a minute. And it just has a lovely range of books and figures from books, which will tempt people to take an interest even if they're not that keen on reading. You can take them to bed with you. If you're a Tolkien fan, you might not want to take the dragon Smaug to bed with you, and he's in there too. Okay, well, while there are no school children around, the gift shop is normally a lot busier than it is right now, but I think most of the children are still at school. I'm going to pop in and video it. They've given me permission to do so, and that will include a video of Tolkien's dragon Smaug, which I showed you once before on the stone plaque carved and set in the outside wall of number 76 Sandfield Road, where Tolkien lived until 1968, or so when he moved to escape being pestered by his fans. So I'm coming into the gift shop. And this, I strongly believe, is the head of the dragon Smaug. Oh, and there's another one, a rather fiercer one. And I'm rather sort of helped in this belief by all the Tolkien books surrounding it. The Hobbit Encyclopedia. Now, a few days ago, I videoed one particular set of books, the Muddy Waters books, about canal boats, sentient canal boats, sort of like Thomas the Tank Engine. And this also aims to encourage reading, which is great. And people here will recognise some well-known characters, including Paddington Bear. Not sure who the starfish is. Who is the starfish? Do you know?
I'm actually not too sure, no.
I don't remember any books with talking starfish as characters. The Paper Bag Princess. So it's not just books, it's all sorts of things with lovely illustrations from books. Furry animals. That's a Moomin. Tove Jansson. Not sure what that is, but since it's got a Moomin book next to it, it's probably one of the many species of weird creature found in there. The weirdest that I remember were the Hattie fatteners, which were very tall, very thin, and had almost no other body except for some hair-like arms. And they gathered in huge crowds, and I think you got an electric shock when they touched you. Suits of armour, skull and crossbones, Knights tabards. I think that's a Knights Templar. Swords. More armour. Cups or mugs.
Oh, that's nice.
I don't know what that is, but since it's got wings, it's probably some sort of dragon. Cards. This story is a lie. That might be one of those funny paradoxes. Magic. Oh, those are nice. Winnie the Pooh, mustn't forget him. That's not Winnie the Pooh, that's Paddington Bear. But is Tigger, I think. More Moomins.
Oh yeah, we've just been to the small ones and they said someone let us in so we could go upstairs and we have the other parts as well.
Yeah, there's that small carriage.
Yeah, it's just got.
Yeah, if you got the spiral staircase, the green one on the right.
Oh, it's not locked?
No.
Someone said it was going to be locked, okay, fine. It's not open, kolla.
Osborne Farmyard Tales, Poppy and Sam. No, we didn't have those when I was a kid, I think. And I'm pretty sure we didn't have Biscuit Bear either. We did have Norse folk tales though, and I still remember the band who made their overnight stop in what turned out to be a glove. And those ones where one of them was induced to try lifting the cat, and it turns out to be the Midgard serpent that goes round the world. The sense of scale in those Norse legends is enormous, and they're worth reading just for that. Drinking the sea dry, or trying to. Patchwork elephant. Mangoes. Farah loves mangoes. So do I. Jacqueline Wilson, she's very popular, does those sort of two-dimensional cartoons of children and their parents. How to make a book.
Yeah, sounds fabulous. No.
Right. Hi, can you just show me where most of the Alice books are?
Just over there, so
And-
that's one down thing on the little table.
Thanks very much. Oh, yes. And all ready for tomorrow, Alice Day. Here's the Alice books and other Alice things. There's probably a Jabberwocky somewhere there too, though I can't see it.
There's a big Jabberwocky book over there.
Oh, brilliant, thanks.
In the about the second shelf down.
Right.
Halfway on the screen back.
I'm trying to keep everyone out of view, so...
Let me have a look.
Is it on here?
I'll show you.
Thanks very much.
Wrong side, sir.
And I was just now talking about that I couldn't see a Jabberwocky in the Alice stand, and one of the customers has told me that that's it. So this is a pop-up Jabberwocky book. How splendid. So this is a really nice, bright, colourful shop full of all the most popular children's books. And here's their outside cafe. Wow. So that's the Story Museum, and it's rather splendid imitation sky here. So that's the Story Museum, and it's a thoroughly good idea, and I'll see you tomorrow for Alice Day.